Greetings from the Lone Star State, just outside of downtown Dallas. We welcome you to Trinity Forest Golf Club for the semifinals of the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship. 264 players started the week. We are down to the final four as the quest continues to get one step closer to winning a national championship. NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association proudly present the 2025 U.S. Junior Amateur. Uninterrupted coverage is brought to you in partnership with Rolex. Since 1948, this championship has been the standard in identifying the best junior golfers in the world, and this week is no different at Trinity Forest as this club is hosting its first ever USGA event. More than 3,500 entries were received just to have a chance to tee it up outside of downtown Dallas, with 38 states and 33 countries represented, validating the global nature of the game and of this championship. This is the pinnacle of junior golf, as a winner will be crowned on Saturday, and they will leave this property with that trophy in hand. So glad you could join us on this Friday. Steve Burkowski with you. Pleased to be alongside Tripp Eisenhower, Amelia Duran on the course, watching the matches for us today, and Jay Roberts from the USGA Rules Committee alongside, just in case we need to pick his brain about a situation or scenario on the golf course. But we are off and running with the semifinals. Let's take a look, Tripp, at some of the early action from a short time ago. In the first one, Luke Colton, the 18-year-old from Frisco, Texas, against Hamilton Coleman, 17-year-old from Augusta, Georgia. And what a start for both of these at the first.
Yeah, and this young man going to Vanderbilt in next year, and this young man, Coleman, from Georgia, and he's going to Georgia. So we got an SEC battle going, Steve.
Yes, indeed. Great start. Birdies out of the gate, but maybe a moment of concern at the second for Colton.
Yeah, not much rough here at all, but when you stray here, you do pay, and there you can see holding that left wrist. We will pay attention to that. Doesn't seem to affect him here. And that mistake, he compounds and ultimately loses the hole.
Yeah, he dropped one early to Coleman there, but as you alluded to, we'll monitor the rest. He's kind of been favoring the last couple of holes. Second semifinal match, Qiyu Wu, the 16-year-old from the People's Republic of China, this for par at the first.
Never want to give holes, especially this point in the championship, and there you can see he gives away a hole with a par.
His opponent, Nguyen An Minh, the 18-year-old from Vietnam, 52nd in the World Amateur Golf Ranking. What an approach it took.
It was. Said he's been working on his tempo, and that looked beautiful right there, and he sets a quick tempo in this match.
Now, out of the gates quickly, trying to lock up a spot in the Saturday's championship. Match time now for the marquee matches presented by Rolex. We will focus, obviously, on the four remaining. The players, that is, the two semifinal matches. Coleman now 2 up through 4 holes, that early lead. When you've got 18, Tripp, when you can make that opponent try to chase you, tough work.
Absolutely, no question about it. And here you can see with Nguyen going out quickly to 3 up, that is a statement right out of the gate.
Yeah, An Minh with that 3-up lead through the first 4 holes of the second semifinal match, and Coleman for par to tie the 5th.
Boy, he has been putting beautiful, but there we go. Misstep early. That's very respectable right there, especially with his playing.
128 yards. Couldn't see the bottom of the flagstick. There's a fall off right.
Yeah, don't want to miss anything right of this whole location. And there you go. And that'll collect. You'll see a lot of that this week. In these areas that run off, it'll run down into a low area.
Tie the hole, we go to 6. Colton, his 3rd.
Trying to bump something into that slope and just let it trickle down.
one of the things he did working with his coach, Doug Spencer, early this week on his putting, he had the ball too far up. And he told me that Doug told him to move the ball a little back, and it really clicked. And you can see right there another great putt. Well, he has the advantage of staying at home this week. He lives about 45 minutes from here.
Accuracy is key. Want to land this a couple paces short into the upslope.
That old slope back there, he needs to watch it. It does stay. Okay.
Just 101 yards trying to flight this one. And that was a really well-played shot, leaving it in the upslope, considering if you land it just past the hole, it's going all the way to the back of the green.
And there you go. Acceptable right there. That'll be conceded. Well, that one kind of wandered a little by. I wouldn't be surprised if we see no concession here.
I'm surprised as well, especially after the generous concession that Luke Colton gave Hamilton. You know, doesn't matter. You don't have to do the same thing your opponent chooses and make them putt it out. Front hole location, downwind, 203 yards. Not the easiest by any means, and this is pulled to the right.
And that's the miss that they do not want. He and his teacher, Andrew Lewis, said that they do not want that miss to the right.
Very undulated green that can have a lot of kick to it if you miss it in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that's got to be going right. Well, not as far right as the body language. That's a little, but you can see now that green really slopes back there into the back. There's a low area that's going to feed into, and he's going to need all of that great speed control with his putter to get that one down in two.
Getting a little bit better, but you touched on the fact the average square foot.
Hard pressed to two putt. This slope is so steep you can't see the bottom of the cup where he's at. Going to be really slow, and then you just want to die it over that hill.
Yeah, this is the one like it when you play miniature golf. If you make it, you get a free round. Look at that right there.
Almost did.
Almost got it.
Taking care of Miles Russell, the highest ranked player.
Yeah, in the World Amateur Golf Rankings, he was.
Yeah, in the field this week. So sometimes that can maybe take a little out of you. And boy, that was a good one that just didn't fall.
Hit a really good putt there. And
slope on that left side he can use. Wind out of the left as well.
Boy, he is swinging beautifully right now. Those lines on that swing look beautiful, and you can see the result.
Course adjustment with their placement, which can be very difficult when you've been hitting it to the flag and it's stopping. This needs to go a little.
Yeah, hits into that slope there, and that'll stay down on that lower level.
That was about 3 yards from being perfect.
And that will leave a little bit left, but
this is going to turn to the left as it loses speed.
oh wow, there you go.
What a call, Amelia.
I tell you, that right there.
Now the right area in the green for Coleman is in the middle, 252 yards. This is a beast of a par 4. When you're 3 up in the match, you just have to be thinking placement golf on these longer par 4s, and that was well done. If it stays up on that green.
It does. That's a good point, Amelia, about them getting too aggressive. moving that ball back in his stance just a little bit has paid huge dividends for Hamilton Coleman. Oh no. Boy, oh boy. To let your opponent win holes with pars. And there you can see the confidence that Hamilton Coleman is stroking the putter with.
Coleman 4.
Set under
well,
pressure.
He's going at it.
Oh boy. Said he gets a little quick under pressure, and he's been trying to get his tempo calmed down a little bit. When pressure ramps up, stay there. That'll just fall off into the fringe. That's fine. Yeah, a little heavy, and that's the tendency, as you so astutely pointed out there, Amelia.
He can come back in the quarters. Now the fact that Hamilton's up, he has all the confidence to close this one out.
And again, his speed has been impeccable. And that one probably will not be conceded, especially if Luke misses. Nothing has gone in for Colton. And things looking great for the future Bulldog, as I said, and he's got to make birdie, and that's going to stay down on that lower level. That's a really hard putt up that false front. Up the hill and then moving to his left. And yeah, that's going to leave a that could be all.
2 putts to win the hole and the match.
May only need 1. Oh, wow. Well, that's probably outside of. No, it got conceded. There's your finalist.
Hamilton Coleman, the 17-year-old from Augusta, Georgia, taking down Luke Colton to advance to tomorrow's final.
Again, usually through the week, the cream rises to the top, and the guys that play well in the stroke play well in the match play as well. Beautiful golf swing right there in balance.
Yeah, third on the way at the 5th for Win On Min. And with that 3-up lead early,
you know, the odds just keep climbing against you. Oh, and he hit that heavy, and we could have another win with a par.
On 3 different occasions. The resume says we shouldn't be surprised that he's in the semifinals and playing so well.
I tell you what, I love his game. I love his golf swing. I mean, this young man's very, very talented.
Just the way you go about it. Let's go back to 5 now. Wu, big putt for par to tie the hole.
Yeah, got to move a little bit to his left, and boy, oh boy, you've given away like 2 or 3 holes so far.
Let's go back to 6. Third for QU. Wu needs to find a way to make 4, Trip.
Yeah, he needs to stuff one and just let his opponent know he has a 4. And yeah.
You can see shots like this on and around the greens at Trinity Forest.
And on top of that ridge, it's going to come down and go to the left, and he's not in yet for bogey before his match started.
All right, let's go over to 6. Win On Min for birdie to win the hole. A couple of putts will get the job done.
Here's where he can't lose his focus. He's got to stay where he's like he's, you know, even though this one here is for bogey, if he missteps at all, and very fortunate that one, and they can, you know, they tie this hole with bogey. Now Wu has a pep in his step, like, hey, you know, I can get back in this. But Min does what he's supposed to do. This hole in that back left portion of the green, Again, another beautiful inbalanced swing and another one right at it. There you go. I mean,
he won the junior amateur 3 different times.
Yeah. He won a lot.
He did.
And an answer. There we go. There's the kind of golf that got Wu to this point. This would be the first time to put some pressure on Min, and I think that's going to be huge if he's able to do it. Oh, there you go. You can see confident stroke right there. This left. All right, so there you go. First time we've seen a slight misstep. You know, he made about a 4.5 footer on the 18th hole to beat Bolton this morning to avoid playing extra holes, but that swing looked a lot better than some of the earlier ones, and the result equally as good.
Took a peek on the way by.
Do not get over that hill. Do not get over that. Oh boy, no, watch this. This is going to go another probably 30, 40 feet away from the hole. I mean, he had to have been posing on that shot. Welcome to Trinity Forest. Well, that means left. When that left arm, you finish one arm like that, that usually means you pull it, and he hit it probably a little fat and a little.
All right, let's go to the green at 8. Q.U. Wu has this for birdie.
This is that same putt that we saw Hamilton Coleman have.
Yeah, this
See
is
if he can do.
Moment
oh,
ago.
No. Oh, no,
Wrong
no.
side.
Oh, he got it over the hill. Thank goodness.
Watch
now watch
out.
this. This is going to be pretty good. Oh, it didn't keep coming down. Hamilton Coleman hit.
Also earlier on Min, his second from short of the green.
Very nice.
To have a chance for par, both players will. Wu first up.
Yeah, down the hill, should break to his right, and it just didn't.
For par to win the hole and once again go 5 up in the match.
Oh, another misstep, and again, Wu hangs around. Oregon State's going to be very happy. There, exactly what he had to do. Look at that right there. That is perfect. You can see it keep feeding away, but the benefit now is he's putting back uphill. Now Wu's caddy is John McKinney, who is caddied here for the last year and a half, so he knows this place very, very well. And yeah, that's fine too. That's going to be a straighter putt, actually.
They head to the tee at 11. We go to the green at 9. Win on Min also with the big lead, 4 up in this for birdie.
And this is a very similar to putt to what Hamilton Coleman just had. Doesn't have the same result. You can see it keeps running out down there. Would want that one a little cozier. I would imagine no concession on that one.
Yeah, that was a moment ago. Now Q.U. Wu for birdie to win another hole.
This putt much straighter, and oh my,
that's cruel.
That is cruel.
That too was a moment ago. So win on Min for par to tie the hole. He does.
Did
makes
what he's
the
supposed
turn
to do. Yeah,
4 up.
Don't want to misstep there.
Second shot for win on Min.
That hole over on the left, don't even worry about that over there. Hit it over to the right middle portion of this green, get it around the same level, and you'll be exactly what he wants. And bingo, that's what we're looking for right there. Really good shot.
Back to 10, second here for Wu.
Now he has to be cautiously aggressive. You do not want to miss this green left, but he's got to try to maybe hit it at Min's ball and turn it a little bit, and that's exactly what he did. And that's going to leave a really nice putt right there. That'll break a little bit to his left coming down the hill early, and then maybe back right at the hole, but putt's just not going to move that much right, but that's exactly what he needed to do. Right up there for a concession, and
thank you.
Good putt, but just not good enough. Green is some 51 steps deep. right there is beautiful shot. He doesn't want to do what he did like at the 8th, where he lands it by the hole, because it'll feed all the way to the back if he gets it just past this hole. Seems to like it. That's fine. Really, that's nice.
He's 4 down with 6 to go.
Gotta start running the table with birdies.
This is QU Wu for birdie at 11.
Got to do better than that when you're 4 down.
He needs to.
Yeah. You know, all these young college players, they're coming out and they are so well seasoned, just like we're watching all these talented players today. They're ready for the professional ranks. And
that did everything but go.
Absolutely on the entire property.
All right, at 11, QU Wu needs it.
Okay.
Got it. 4 down, 7 to go.
Being what we call in the process and playing, you know, the same thing. Like you look at Scotty Scheffler and Tiger, those players as the second here for men on the way. Those players rarely get out of their rhythm. They look always comfortable no matter the situation, and that's why they're able to.
Now Wu.
Time running out. Got to hit the gas.
For birdie at 12.
Must make. Sorry, but you cannot do that.
All right, win on Min for birdie to win the 12th.
Here, this is, again, not a hard putt at all. Wow.
All right, let's go back to 13. This is win on Min, his second.
Beautiful golf swing right there. Over there, this hole on the right, just a few steps left of it. And that's exactly what he's done. I mean, or semifinalist, excuse me. Tyler Watts and.
No, Watts made it to the finals, runner-up.
Yes, excuse me, he was runner-up.
All right, here's Wu.
And Wu's got to do that. He's got to stuff it in there and make. Now he's got to make a putt. He has not hit way both of the players played today, that being Hamilton, Coleman, and Min.
Now Wu for birdie to win the hole.
And just can't hit anything on line. And again, we said it enough times. That's the same exact shot Luke Colton just did. It's just because Zoysia is normally such a spongy grass, but this is the least spongy Zoysia I've ever seen. And there you can see, huge mistake.
I like the play with the chip here. It's just on an upslope, make it easier for good contact.
Well done.
Almost made it.
Almost made it. Now.
And raced it by a few feet.
You actually want to land this closer to the flag.
Oh, yeah, right there, like you said, Amelia, just down in that flat area. And, again, hitting it right where he needs to hit it. Very makeable putt. He can, I mean, this is back up the slope just a little bit, so doesn't really have to worry about the speed too much.
All right, win on Min for birdie to win the match.
Oh, wow. Another great putt. Yep, it's over.
So with that miss, win on Min, the 18-year-old from Vietnam has advanced to tomorrow's championship match.
Have a good one. Congratulations. Yeah. Let's go, buddy.
Rock solid trip from start to finish for this young man.
Yeah, no question about it. The door opened early with some gifts that Wu gave him, and then he just played flawless golf. Mistake-free. It's going to be interesting if these two players play like they did in the finals. It's going to be one heck of a final tomorrow.